All right, we finished up the Predator engine on the, this is the Monster Moto by Motive, I guess the 80. Anyhow, we do have the Predator engine on there. I just wanted to go over a few tricks and tips, so if you try to do it, you won't be struggling too much. We'll start with the chain. The chain needs to be longer. You can't add links to the chain that already comes with it because it's a really oddball size. The pin doesn't fit, so you need to buy a new chain for it. I'm using a max torque clutch. 13 tooth gets me exactly where I want, so 13 teeth for where I set the motor. The motor, there is an ID tag that's right here. You do have to drill and get out of the way because the motor is going to catch on it and sit funny, so get rid of the ID tag. My engine is almost flush exactly with the motor plate as far as in or out from the clutch teeth to the rear sprocket. They have to be aligned or the clutch will always fall off. The chain will make a lot of noise. So I have that, I'm going to say, dead even with the motor mount. If it's overhanging, it's overhanging a 1/16 of an inch. As far as getting it forward enough, you have to cut the front drain plug off. You have to remove that with a grinder. I took the front drain plug off. At that point, your motor will sit exactly in the frame. There's no need to slot the mounting bolts because you won't be able to slide it back because of the muffler, the exhaust, and you won't be able to slide it forward because you're out of room. That also applies for the air cleaner. There is no room to go back. There is no room to go forward. So the holes are solid drilled. You got to get your chain right. You could always shim the back of the engine. To get the air cleaner on, I pulled one stud bolt out because the bolt ran right into the frame. Pulled one stud out. I used this stud to hold the air cleaner on. Shave some of the plastic away. I have to repair this. Shave the plastic away and use the back bolt as the other mount, which is going to be tricky to get my hand back in there. But I'm going to do it. Throttle cable, just disconnected. Put the metal 90-degree elbow, clamped it right there in the housing. Ran the throttle wire over there to the factory lever. I attached a spring from that lever up to the exhaust screw right there. So there is a spring that wraps around the screw that holds your cable tight. And the spring goes from that screw up to the screw on the exhaust. Runs great. Flip that decal around here in a little bit. Yeah, no problems at all, except for the fact you got to do the oil plug, get another chain, a 3/4 bore clutch, 13 tooth. Stick the engine right against the motor mount and pull it far forward so your chain's tight. One other thing I wanted to mention was the rear fender. The valve cover will stick into the rear fender, so if you have a